Oh, come on. Gonna wait for some people to come. Okay, I'm gonna be waiting. Mm. Ah, oh my goodness. I'm gonna wait for some of you to come and then I'm gonna officially start. Okay, I'm testing my stream, seeing if my voice comes through. Okay. Hello? Okay, I'm testing. Alrighty, I think it works. Okay, so let's get into this. Hmm. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna see if Abby shows up. Abby was supposed to come today. Okay, I think we got it. Let me bring up my thing. Let's see if this works. Okay, let's check. Sorry, technical difficulties. It's so hard to stream, but I have to use my laptop because my desktop is not taking in any, internet workers. So hold on. Mhm. Sorry, that Buck Cluck Covetous video, it's in my head now. I got a strange kind of pleasure when I'm lying in bed. Like, oh my god. Oh, oh, come on. Hold on. YouTube Studio is kind of being a bitch right now, y'all. Alrighty. Let's see if this works. Okay. I think it's gonna work. Yeah, I'm aware I have grouchy kitty face on right now. This is not my fault. Okay, maybe it is, because I'm a little annoyed. Just wish it would work. Yeah, you guys are just seeing all this technical stuff. It's because you guys are the best. Okay. EP. Look. There we go. Alrighty, alrighty. Hi everyone. Hi. After technical difficulties, we are starting the stream. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to see that you guys have come here for the stream, as it's kind of a tradition now. I stream whenever I have my cancellation anniversary, and I retell the lovely story of how I got canceled by the Friday Night Funkin' fan base. You guys have most likely heard this one a lot, but I'm gonna tell it again. It's like my campfire story. But yeah. So, how this all began. When I was 16 years old, a little game known as Friday Night Funkin' came out. When Friday Night Funkin' came out, my groomers, Joan and Camilla, Gian Barnard and Diogo Araujo, as their real names are, they groomed me to play it. They told me that it would make me famous, that it would make my singing career advance. All these lies. Like, just quote that one video. So, that was a fucking lie? Yeah, I learned that way too late. But, okay. So, there's more to this story, as you guys probably can tell. So, basically, I was in that fan base for a while, and while I was in that fan base, I joined the server. It was owned by somebody known as Vaporwave Foxo, also known as Kaya Walters. I made a video about her once on the channel, but we had a discussion and it got taken down. But I'm not going to go too detail about her, more about her friends, because she did some stuff, but she was nowhere near as bad as what her friends did. So let's just get right into her friends. So, I was in the server. It was with her. It was with BB Panzoom. It was with Biddle. All the big guys, all the big Friday Night Funkin' modders. Like, they were all there, trust me. But, like, something that they did to me there. I am a Jewish woman, as all of you know, and there was this weird obsession with them trying to say that I was secretly a trans man because I'm a Jewish woman. That's the thing. People tend to masculinize Jewish women and say that we're less feminine than our Goyim counterparts. And let's just say they applied it to me. They constantly tried to say, oh, but you'd be so cute as a man, or, oh, but you're definitely a trans man in denial, and you're just an egg, you need some cracking. And it made me so uncomfortable because, like, I am a woman, I will always be a woman, and I am never changing my identity. And their I repeat, only evidence that I was supposedly trans was, get this, the fact that I enjoy yaoi. If you don't know what yaoi is, for all my non-nerd people in the chat, yaoi is gay, guy on guy, that kind of stuff. They're trying to say, "Oh, so you want to be a guy, so you could be yaoi in real life." And I'm just like, "No, I just like to watch it. I'm a cuck." Don't look up what cuck means. I'm aware my audience is 16 plus, but don't look up what it means if you're too young. But more importantly, they just did that kind of shit and made me really uncomfortable. Another thing that they did in that server was they would constantly harass and bully everyone. Like, they'd harass and bully disabled people, especially. They hated disabled people for some reason. They bullied and harassed kids. And they love to impersonate people. Keep that in mind. Make that a little note. Because I'll be getting to that in a bit. Alrighty, gotta drink a bit of water and. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's better. But anyway, so I was in the server, and I had an FNF friend group at the same time. It consisted of some people I've talked about already on this channel, but yeah, Ink, Reese, James, Gil, Milo, etc. It's not a pretty picture. In my final year of high school, I was going through a lot. I'll just say I spent my entire junior year in quarantine. No, this is not a joke. I spent pretty much my entire yes, my entire junior year. I spent half my sophomore year in quarantine and my entire junior year in quarantine, which was no fun. No fun at all. Like, I do have some good memories from quarantine, but God, was I lonely. Like, I'm sorry, I'm an extrovert. I love parties. I love being like friends with people, having fun. Just, I couldn't see my friends. I was stuck in my house, that kind of stuff. Well, in my mom's house because, well, I was a minor at the time. But either way, more importantly is that I was doing badly, and especially after my senior year. My senior year, I met my ex girlfriend. You know, the one who did the thing to me. I'm not gonna go into detail because YouTube, but I was with my ex girlfriend. I was still being groomed, and I was fairly popular in the Friday Night Funkin' fandom. I'll admit I was dumb. I was childish. I did not have good methods of coping at the time. But what they did to me was pretty fucking atrocious, which I will be getting into in a bit. Hold on, one moment. Hmm. Sorry for the random pause, I'm just checking some things. Alrighty, we're back. We're back. Hmm. Let's see if I can get myself to move again. This is so frustrating. I've been trying to do the phone for more fluid movement, but good God, causes some lag. Ah, goodness. Okay, I don't care about Steam Workshop or whatever. What on earth? Ugh, stop. I'm glad at least censors it because I don't really want y'all to see. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so back to the story. So, yeah. So my FNF friend group and I, we split up in 2020, mid 2020 specifically. It was like early to mid 2020. I don't know, it's been a long time. And I had just been like, yeah, I just want to move on from FNF because too many bad memories and I just lost interest at that point. So basically, I spent about a year in peace. Nothing bad happened. Like aside from like when it first started, like when they first broke up with me, a few of their friends came to my DMs said some nasty stuff, but I blocked them. I didn't have to worry about anything for a full year. And then all of a sudden, in on June 10th, 2023, the date of today, they came out of nowhere and started lying about me. That server I mentioned earlier, they kicked me out. They proceeded to impersonate me. They proceeded to threaten to transition me against my will, as in, force surgery on me against my will and stuff like that. Yeah, like, and they were threatening my family, they were threatening my pets, they were threatening my friends. It was horrible. Like, there were about 300 people in that server. I'm just gonna say that. There were 300 people in all in that darn server. So, like, yeah, I ended up hospitalized because I got swatted by them, by the FNF fandom. And since then, I decided to rebrand. I'm no longer an uwu girl, like an uwu cute girl. I'm now an evil bimbo. And being a cougar, I failed as a magical girl. That's where I get my term. I failed as a magical girl. I'm a cougar now. But yeah, since then, the FNF fandom is still obsessed with me. I don't know if it's just a crush. I don't know if I'm that pretty, but like, yeah, they've been really obsessed with me since. And, well, all I can really say is things have gotten better, definitely. I'm away from my groomers now. My groomers and I had a friend quote unquote breakup during the whole cancel thing. And I'm my own person now. I've finally gone from a wannabe schoolgirl magical girl thing that my groomers forced on me to, well, actually me. I'm a cougar now. I speak my mind, I have sass, and I don't bother with Friday Night Funkin' anymore. There's only one last thing regarding Friday Night Funkin' I would like to talk about on the stream, especially since a certain someone, Safa Trushi, my emotional abuser, has been bringing it up quite a bit as of recent. Okay, so Safa has been bringing up my old FNF mod, quote unquote. I put that in quotes as it never got completed and it never saw the light of day, which is called Senpai's Kitten versus Claire. That that was made because of my rapist. I'm just gonna say that. My rapist roleplayed as Senpai and she forced me to make that mod for her. We had our breakup, but I had a team, so I tried to keep it going. But due to lack of interest in the mod and the fact that I had just started college and I was getting used to the workload I suddenly had as college work, it always is going to be heavy. That's just kind of college for you. But yeah, after we went silent for a while, and then we were like, after it got canceled, the mod was officially like, yeah, we're never making this happen. So the mod was trashed, and it never got completed, and it never saw the light of day. Safa's been claiming that it was a famous mod, and I'm jealous of Cloud or some shit, the lolly bitch from FNF. But yeah, I'm sorry, I do not want to be a pink-haired lolly that looks like a puke stain. Thank you very much. She just keeps bringing up my rapist mod. She calls me my rapist nickname for me. She brings up my rapist constantly, and she constantly tries to defend that Friday Night Funkin' server that was trying to force mask me. All I'm gonna say is I know Safa and the Friday Night Fun community are stalking me right now, so fuck all of you. Stop stalking me. You are really obsessed. I know I'm probably not gonna get you to stop stalking me by just telling you that, but yeah, you guys are sad. And not even in the good way. You guys are sad. But yeah, yeah. Things I'd say are getting better. Like things have been better actually. 2024 the worst year of my life easily, but 2026 has been pretty good for me so far. Aside from, the typical Friday Night Funkin' fans unable to stop obsessing over me, I would say 2026 has been one of my best so far. Yeah, I think things are gonna be good. Hmm. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so sorry, just had to do a quick little check. I have to check to make sure my stream's still going because YouTube can be a little bit rough sometimes when it comes to streams. But yeah, that's what happened pretty much. It was not a pleasant experience. I really did not like it, and I don't think I'm ever going to be 100% recovered from all that. But hey, Friday Night Funkin' is kind of a dead game anyway. Like, tell me the last time anybody's made a mod go viral. Tell me the last time any mods actually, like, been made that isn't just yet another cringy Mary Sue self insert mod, or even just, like, Friday Night Funkin', BF versus Pooh's Adventures, or whatever. Like, bro, this game has reached its end. It's not popular anymore. But yeah, that's my little story. So I think it's fair that we talk about some current stuff that's been going on, actually. So, basically, I'm very excited because I'm about to start practicing driving. I'm very, very excited about that. I just have to practice. I just have to pass my permit test next week. And once I do that, I will be in driving lessons for the disabled, which I will need as I am disabled. And I will also be looking at my new home. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to say where it is because I do know that Friday Night Funkin' fans are stalking the stream right now. Hi to you guys, by the way. But yeah, I'm going to be looking at my new home, and if all goes well, I will be moving into it next summer. Not this one, like a year from now. But yeah, I'll finally be moved out of the house permanently. Woohoo! I do love my mom. I love my sister. I love all my family, but I'm just gonna say this. It gets a little hard to handle them sometimes. you know, Jewish families and all. They can be a little rough at times. Hmm. But yeah. Mm. Sorry, I need to drink a bit. When I talk, I have to drink. Um, yeah, yeah. So things are going pretty good. Oh, and outside we have some animals outside. We have a deer family around, a rabbit family, and we even saw some armadillos recently, which is really rare where I live in the south. But yeah, they're here. Of course, the typical turtles and stuff. But yeah, that was pretty exciting to see. It's usually really boring in here. I'm just gonna say that. But hopefully, the summer job I applied to will be getting back to me soon, as I just submitted my application today. Trust me, it's really hard to get a summer job when you're disabled like me, but yeah, things are going IRL well. And I just really think that things are looking up and it's going to be okay. As for creatively, I'm going to be posting more comic focused productions. I'm going to be voicing in more fan dubs. Yeah, I think you guys know what channel it is. You guys have seen my work on those channels before, but yeah, and I do have some other voiceover projects that I'm going to be keeping a little secret. But yeah, other than the Friday Night Funkin' fans being Friday Night Funkin' fans, everything's been going really good. Like, I'm honestly shocked. I do feel like there's going to be some kind of catch. Something's going to happen this summer, but for a summer, this is going good. Like I said in my last stream, I really, really, really hate summer. Like, I cannot stand summer. And I'm never going to like summer. I'm sorry, that's just me, and that's the way it's always going to be. But winter, I'm a winter girly. Winter, because, it has my birthday, Hanukkah, snow, that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. I've always just been a winter girly. Only bad thing about winter is Sometimes you get a little seasonal depression, like you don't want to get out of bed because it's cold outside. But I'm gonna be real here. That is so mild in comparison to summer. I have severe seasonal depression in summer. The bugs, everything. I'm just gonna say this. I think I've mentioned this before, but I can't go outside in the summer due to my health problems. And if I try going outside in the summer, it would end badly for me. So I kind of have to stay inside, and that's also why it's been so hard to get a summer job. I have to get a job that's inside. But yeah, yeah. For a summer, it's going pretty smoothly. Nothing really bad's happened. Nothing that I can think of at this moment has really happened anyway. And also, the bad people have seemingly gone away aside from Bunny and her weird gang. I mean, Chicken Little Rehatch got suspended permanently. His channel is dead. His staff even said they don't want to be associated with him anymore. So yeah, Chicken Little Rehatch has been fried. Thank God. And oh, sorry, I had to get some more water. And more importantly, I think that my groomers have pretty much left the internet. Joan left the internet a while ago. Even when she tried to come back, she got instantly struck down. And as for Camilla, I have not heard from her, at least for a very long time. Hmm. Which says quite a bit. Hmm. But yeah, there's only a couple of bad things I should address that have to do with Sappho and her friends. Like I said, I don't want to talk too much about drama here, but I do want to talk a bit about, the stuff. Sappho has been still trying to claim that I'm in Hololive, despite the fact that I have mountains of proof that I was not. I already discussed in the video, but I was never in Hololive. I even posted my audition. I got blacklisted when I was 18 because I posted my audition publicly, like the stupid idiot I am. But yeah, because of that, I will just say this. Fuck you, Sappho. Nobody believes it because I'm not skinny, I'm not Japanese, I do not have a high voice, and I'm not what they pick for the company. But yeah, she's just kind of beating a dead horse at this point. Speaking of which, she is still trying to claim lies about my identity. I'll say this, I am French German. My dad was French and my mom is German. She's been trying to claim that I'm Irish. I have no Irish in me. I've even proven this with documents. But she's a little obsessed. I think Abby might be onto something. Hey, Abby, I know you're watching, but she said that she suspects that Sappho might be an Irish woman pretending to be Iraqi, and considering what I saw in the voice calls that I had with her back in the day, back when she and I were still friends, I didn't know she was abusing me. I'm just gonna say I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it at all. But yeah, those are the only things I really want to address about the lies that Sappho's been saying about me, because she's still kind of still going on about it. I don't know. I just feel like all this Friday Night Funkin' stuff, it happened so long ago, so it's like, who cares anymore? Hold on, checking stream. But yeah, I'm very thankful for the people who have stuck with me throughout everything. Aside from the Nazi artists, of course, they're out of here. But yeah, I appreciate all of you. I'm really glad you're all still here with me, and I'm always going to be grateful that you stuck with me despite everything that's happened. And that's all I just gotta say, really. Thank you for being there. I'm always gonna appreciate it. Just thank you. Thank you so much. Before we end off this stream, I'm gonna do a little a cappella singing. I think Lunar will know this song. Do you ever feel like you wanna be someone else for just one day? And I wonder if I'm just built this way. Every man that I know makes me feel like I'm to blame when it's over. Me and my selfish ways come back to start again. And I wonder if I'm just built this way. Every man that I know makes me feel like I'm to blame when it's over. Me and my selfish ways go back to start again. Go back to start again. Another little song just because I feel like it. I'm blindfolded on this roller coaster they call life. Keep trying to make it through the next 10 knuckles wide and holding tight. So here I go, taking the curve, and I know that I'm never alone. I think of you. I know you'll never let me go. I feel connected, protected. It's like you're sitting right with me all the time. You hear me, you feel me, and everything else gonna be alright. 'Cause nothing can break this, nothing can break this, nothing can break this tie. Connected. Yeah, I'm not used to singing high pitched songs. You guys can hear I sadly am not a high pitched girly. But yeah, had to end with a little bit of a cappella singing there. I have missed streaming. I cannot stress how much I have missed streaming. I will say this though. Despite everything, sometimes I do feel like the Friday Night Funkin' community, Friday Night Funkin' as a whole, just really should have never been created, then things would be better. But there's no way to make things better if I don't make them better myself. So I think things are a lot better than they were. It's been much better than 2024, and it's been considerably better than 2025, which is a good thing because 2025 was considerably better than 2024. So I think things can really only go up from here, and I think things are going to be fine. As long as, Safa Turdy doesn't get in the way. Then again, who cares about Safa Turdy except for the turdsters? So with that, I think that's about it for this stream. And all of you remember, stay safe, be happy, and make sure to take care of yourselves. Until then, XOXO. Come on, guys, aren't you going to say it with me? XOXO. Tattle Tabby.